this was interesting. A floating target. This would require coordination, balance, and timing.
Yeah, so...
John was sure the dots would be lost, but he was happy to guide them to triumph.
Yes, so hello guys everybody again. This is Henrik from Games Henrik, and this is the third episode. And still I need to help Chris all over the freaking place. I'm just going to make sure that I'm recording properly. Wait a second. Okay, great. So I'm recording properly. That's great, so... let's now...
Maybe that's what the dots were for. They were there to extend John's reach, to make his performance even more impressive. John liked the thought. He decided to keep them.
Yeah, Jan. So this is a quite easy one. You just have to do it like this. Bye now.
So, this was how Claire would die. She knew it would happen eventually. She was rubbish at jumping, and she moved slowly. She felt a little like her continued existence was breaking some kind of natural order. The crumbling pillar was a dramatic death, she supposed. Wait, what? Claire couldn't shake the feeling that she was not, in fact, dead. It was at that moment that Claire realised she had superpowers!
Yay, Clara the superhero. She's awesome.
She'd need a cape. There was no getting around that. You couldn't be a superhero without a cape. Claire didn't want confusion. If you saw a cape, that made matters clear. You knew what you were dealing with. Claire was all about communication. And, you know, floating in water, which was her superpower.
Okay, let's see here. So this is also an easy one. It's the introduction of Clara, so it's quite easy.
Right! Fear not, my skinny friends, for I am Claire, and I will save you.
Claire really needs a new
Claire needed
Superman.
to come up with a superhero name as soon as possible. Claire was rubbish.
Yeah, as I said, Claire needs a new superhero name. That's the word for it. Thank you, Clara! Okay, let's go here. Whoa. Bonk.
Claire arrived just in time, which was, of course, the perfect moment for superheroes to arrive.
Okay, so this is basically one of those where Tomas needs to survive
As the water began to rise, Claire vowed to save this little rectangle in as many restarts as it took. Claire wondered if Tomas would make a good sidekick. Or was she more the lone Avenger type? She liked that. The sole hero in a world of rectangles and conveniently placed pools of toxic water.
Yeah. Woo! I won. First time, actually. It's quite cool. Chris still is just a pain in the ass. Just saying. He's never a good
The
thing.
others told Claire that staircases were a bit of a fixture here. Claire wondered why the world made it so difficult.
Well, let's see here if I can get Chris up here as well. I need to do a staircase here with John all the time. Which is conveniently placed, of course. This is how the world is shaped. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, let's get over here. As you can see, I wouldn't be able to make this without Clara. Clara is awesome. The only one that's not awesome is Chris, because he's just a pain in the fucking ass. Thomas, don't be alone.
Probably needed a nemesis, a villain who would show their true colours at the worst possible moment, hurting all she held dear. Chris was the most obvious choice. He seemed stroppy enough, and his jump was so pathetic that it conveniently avoided Claire's insecurities. Yes, Chris. Diabolical Chris. The fiendish Christopher.
No, Chris is the villain of the whole game. No, she spoiled it. Chris is going to go super mad. Just kill everyone. Nah, just kidding. That's not actually the story. I'm not going to spoil anything. But no, it's not Christopher. He's not the evil villain of all time and space continuation. Even if he's really evil to have around. Just generally. So let's see here. To make matters worse, I now have 4 cubes to control.
Wait, where had Chris gone? Was he off somewhere? Plotting Claire's downfall?
No, Chris, don't.
Claire was honest, and she had to be because she was a superhero. This was a troubling turn of events. Still, there were reasonably sized bodies of water to cross.
I was going to see here. He's so good, so he can make it on his own. John, go John, go John. But Thomas needs help, because Thomas don't want to be alone. That's actually one of the reasons why I see myself a little bit in Thomas, because I'm also like Thomas, I don't want to be alone. I want to be with my friends, work together as a team of superheroes that can cross sizable balls of toxic water. Okay, let's try this again. Woohoo!
Moving platforms over water, eh? Claire's newly heightened senses told her that there were multiple paths across with various possible configurations of the little posse. They were doing really well. Claire hoped she could get them all across. John was fully aware he could do this alone. Thomas hoped he'd never have to.
No, I killed Thomas. Why did I kill Thomas? Why did I kill Thomas? I killed Thomas. I'm a horrible person. I'm just going to have to get Tomas over here alone. Then to make this. Dun dun dun. Thomas was alone. Okay. So I think next going to be the last one for this episode.
Claire was alone, which was odd, because she wasn't meant to be alone. She needed to be where there were rectangles to save. Being the only superhero in a given space kind of defeats the object. Spikes? That was new. Claire avoided them. She decided they were most likely her kryptonite. Not the rubbish red kryptonite either, the proper radioactive green stuff.
Okay, slowness. Now this one I'm probably going to die multiple times on because this is a really hard one. Carry on. Okay, this is the last one before I end this episode. Or wait, I'm going to end the episode here. So, yeah. See you guys next time.